Hello lovelies, welcome to Pagecraft. I'm Paige and this is my very first craft and chat video for a good long while. When I say craft and chat, it means the same as WIP and chat, that this kind of video is most known as. I want to call it craft and chat just because I feel like that gets the point across quite clearly. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to work on my craft, which is diamond painting, and I'm going to work on this tiny kit while I just chat with you for a little while and try and catch up at least somewhat and talk a bit about what's going on in my life and with the diamond painting and all the good stuff. So feel free to grab whatever you've got going on. It could be whatever craft you would prefer, or you could just treat this video like a podcast while you do chores or just hang around. Anyway, I'm very happy to have you along with me today. As I've said, it's been quite a while since I've done this kind of video, so I feel a bit like rusty, but that's okay. I can start with talking about what I'm working on and my stuff here. I've tried to make it so that you will be able to see the tiny thumbnail, but regardless of that, this, as you can see, this is not a kit that's strictly in season now, because these are bullfinches, and here in Norway that is like the Christmas bird, number one Christmas bird. I know that in different countries you have different kind of animals that signifies Christmas. It seems my impression is that in the States the red cardinal is quite prevalent, but here in Norway bullfinches are the thing. And this canvas is kind of special. And the reason for that is that this is actually my very first WIP from way back in 2021, when I first started diamond painting. So you might be wondering, especially if you are new here, and if you are, welcome. I'm so happy that you happened to stumble upon this video. So I hope you'll stick around and get to know me and maybe the lovely people in the comments a bit better and such. But back to the matter at hand. This, my very first diamond painting from 2021, the one that started it all, the one that got me hooked. This one. And no, I haven't completed it yet. And if you've been around on my channel, you will know and you will have figured out that I kind of have a tendency to start things and not really finish them yet, at least. So things have kind of piled up. I currently have 15 diamond painting WIPs. Yes, 15, including this one. And my goal for this year, one of my major diamond painting goals, is to finish at least 5 of my WIPs from last year. Because no, all of those WIPs are from last year. Yeah, well, that is the situation. And then my goal is not to have it down to 1 WIP. That's just, I don't think it's realistic, or it's not something I want to do, because I do enjoy having variety, but 15, that's a bit much. So I figured it would be a lot of fun to have this be my first finish of my older WIPs, because it is the first one and it is frankly about time. So I am working on it like a champion. I am plugging away, and it is super cute, but I really miss my Toadstool Cottage WIP, so I am looking forward to getting back to that once I've finished this one. Yes, and if there's a lot of info dumping on you now here at the beginning, so I do apologize. So if you're still here, thank you for being patient as I try to explain things, because it has been a while. And I feel like I have so much to catch you up on. I probably won't be able to do it all in this video because I don't think we're gonna sit here for that long. No, but my Toadstool Cottage WIP is my year-long WIP for this year, which is my other major goal for this year. It is to finish that. I'll leave a link down below for the unboxing of this one, because I did re-unbox this just for fun before picking it back up. And I also have an unboxing of my giant Toadstool Cottage year-long project. So I'll just leave that in the eye, and I'll leave that down below, so you will, if you're interested, you can check that out. But let's move on. Yes, that is the brief WIP update situation, plugging away like a champion. Other than that, I have my trusty pens, and these are 2 of my 3 pens. I have only 3, but I'm quite happy with those. This is my very first pen, and it's my only full-size pen, and it's from Enabler's Outpost, and I'm really happy with it. I feel like it matches any canvas, just about. So yeah, and I have a kind of putty in both the single and the multiplacer, and this putty is just, I don't have the package here right now, but it is like a bookstore putty thing, so I can show you at a later time. But I just put it into this container for aesthetic reasons, I guess, and I also just wanted to keep things a bit tidy. And this is my other pen, and this one is from Norse Alchemist. It's a custom-made mini pen, because I do love mini pens. So, yeah, and the metal tip is from Diamond Art Club. It got me over the free shipping threshold at some point. So, I have a 4-placer in this end and a 6-placer in this end. And other than that, it's just a Diamond Art Club tray. I really like these trays, and I use them all the time. So that is that. Let me just grab a color, and yeah, I'll try and catch up a little bit at least. And the thing is, as you can see, I'm working out of baggies, because that's the way I roll with this kit. Apparently I also don't have any spare storage at the moment. And I have to work by the legend. So there will be a bit of messing about with the cover paper here. Okay, 14. But let me know, it's been so long. How are you all doing? I hope the year has been treating you well so far. It has been a ride for me and for us here in our home. We are okay. Everyone's okay-ish. But yeah, it's definitely a journey for us at the moment. As some of you know, I got a new job in December, which was amazing, and I love that job. It is as a teacher in a school that has students that are between 13 and 15 years old. And that has been great up until for about a month ago now. I got sick with the flu, but it was like a really mean flu. And basically I haven't really been the same since. So currently figuring out my capacity and figuring out some health stuff. I'm not going to get too into that, but that is basically the short of it. But that's also why I've been able to upload more videos for you all. So, you know, there's always a silver lining. I have really missed making videos and chatting with you So I'm very happy to be back doing that at least. And, you know, it will all work out, no pun intended, but it will work out with work. Thankfully, I live in a country that catches you when you fall. I'm not going to get too into that either, but I've been very, very grateful to have the privileges that I have. I'm very fortunate to have the support system that is out there. So, but that is that. All things considered, we are doing well. And if you are new here, you might be wondering who are we? Who am I referring to? That would be myself and my partner and my daughter. Yes. And we are doing okay. Things are trudging along. My daughter is growing and growing and growing, and she is turning 2 in April, which is insane. I can't believe how fast it's going. But we are looking forward to celebrate that, of course. Yeah, so yeah, we are trudging along, and if you catched my monthly check-in for February, you would have heard me say that my focus for this year is renewal. And that's what we've been doing around the house as well. We have slowly and steadily tried to tidy up and improve things, and yeah, and it's doing us a lot of good. And speaking of renewal, I could tell you all about yesterday. It's good news and good times, so yeah. Basically, yesterday we had a board game night here at our house for the first time since our daughter was born, and it was a lot of fun. And I hadn't seen these people since before she was born, because, you know, been kind of housebound with her in the evenings. She's been struggling with sleep a little bit and things like that. So, but we had visitors yesterday, and it was glorious. I didn't win, but that's okay. I was just... it was a good time, and it was kind of nice to see that even though we haven't met in person I hadn't met them in person for 2 years, over 2 years now. Yeah, I was still like missed, and they still wanted to hang out, so that was a lot of fun. So I feel like that. I'm slotting that under progress and renewal. So yeah, let me know what you have been up to. Either in the week that was, it's gonna be the weekend by the time that I post this. Today is Friday for me. It's going to be vacation soon here for school, so everyone is excited about that, and I intend to use that time to work on my diamond painting goals and share with you all. Of course, there will be a new month starting next week, so yeah, stay tuned for my check-in, I guess. I am kind of feeling the pressure, because I want to finish this before the end of the month, and there's not a lot of days left, and I might not be able to get there fully, but I'll certainly get there closer to it if I work at it than if I don't, which is, you know, pretty evident or logical. But I am actually, as I said, I've struggled to not hop between projects. So I'm actually kind of proud for working at it and plugging away, and I'm working on like focusing down on my goals. And it is a progress, but that's okay, and that's what I want to share with you, among other things. But I really wanted to share it all with you. You can kind of keep me accountable, but it's also just fun, basically. and yeah, it helps me. It helps me to practice the whole understanding how I have to like realistically plan with things in order to reach my goals. And I'm still working on it, and I'll talk some more about that at the monthly check-in. But it's fun. It's fun to see. It's fun to like realize new things and like rework my strategies and such. So yeah, been enjoying that. And I'm a bit unsure of how long I'll be able to sit here with you all today, but it's been so long, as I said, and I figured, hey, a shorter video is better than no video. I want to keep my chatty videos, or I want to keep chatty videos as part of my channel, but last year I tested out consistency, or I had a goal of being consistent, like posting once a week, chatty video once a week. That didn't stick, but a lot of that was because I got that new job and I was just absolutely swamped with work. I had basically no free time, so I didn't have the mental energy to do it. And now I have reconsidered a bit, and I think they are going to be there, but they're not gonna be fixed on a schedule as of now, at least. But I'm not ruling it out. So please feel free to let me know in the comments or whenever how you prefer that to. If you prefer like a set day where you can expect chatty video, or if it's fine, if you don't mind that it's like a bonus when they do pop up. As I said, I want to have chatty videos, and I want to do like these kind of more, let's keep each other company kind of videos. But I don't think it's realistic for me to like commit myself heavily to a schedule right now, because things are a bit, what can I say, undecided at this moment as far as my everyday life goes, because we are figuring out some health stuff and so. But let me know if there is a strong preference for a schedule. I will that will give me a boost to try and make it happen. But if you are fine either way, I will not like stress about it, if it makes sense. Of course, I won't stress, and I won't like put myself through misery, and like I'll be fine whatever your preferences are, of course. But I would, how do I put it? It would be basically a bit more rewarding if I knew that's something you really, really wanted. And if it's not something you really, really want, then I was about to start singing Spice Girls there. No, if it's not like a big deal, then I won't make a big deal out of it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So let me know what you think, if you want to. Or you can just, hang out. It's all good. Oh, goodness me. I have made the mistake before of putting my arm into the sticky. So I'm trying really hard not to do that now. I don't think I mentioned it, but this is a double-sided adhesive canvas, so it is a lot less forgiving as far as placing and moving drills about. but it's been okay. Had to get used to it a bit in the beginning, but it's been okay. Do you have any preferences as far as double-sided adhesive versus pour glue? What's the third option I've heard about? Is it mounted glue? I'm not sure. I don't have a kit that has that. Oh goodness. So I don't know. I don't know. So let's see. Is there anything else that I really wanted to bring up? I'm sure I'm gonna think of it the moment I stop recording. That's okay, because I can check in with you again. That's the beauty of it. You know, like ideally I should have a list ready for you, but as I said, this is more of a situation where I'm like, no, I can make it happen now, so I'm going to do it. So here I am, basically. Yes. But I think that's it. Really. I've talked about my project. I've talked about working on plonking along on this. Trying to finish it this month, which is ambitious because like it's not a big kit. It's 27 centimeters by 38 centimeters, and I have already I think it was about a quarter done when I started it, so I have already done quite a bit, but it is confetti heavy, and there's just something about light colors and blue colors that kind of tire me out a little bit. But that's okay. So it takes a while for me to do, and I'm not the fastest diamond painter to begin with. But again, it's okay. I'm just really like set on reaching my goal. So I'm looking forward to updating you a bit more on that next week, hopefully, if life doesn't get in the way. So let's do another color. I think I'm gonna go with F this time. Another thing that I want to do is try and get my hands on one of these, what do you call them, boom arms? I want to get one of these things that I can like film from the top down, like straight onto the canvas, because I at least prefer that angle myself when I look at chatty videos and whatnot. So yeah, let me know if you know of any good ones, because I honestly have no idea. And I've made like not like mistakes per se, but I've made purchases before where I concluded that I don't think I'm gonna recommend this to anyone. So yeah, feel free to let me know if you do happen to know about a good like overhead thingy-majingy so I can film straight down. Yeah. I hope you can see my hand, otherwise I'm just like gesturing to myself here. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. It's all good. Yes, there's so many diamond paintings I want to start. I have to like almost literally sit on my hands sometimes. Oh, there was and events coming up, so many, and I'm so tempted and I want to do them all, but that's what got me into trouble last year. I'm not gonna do it. For instance, there's a Christopher Lovell event starting in March, I believe. And I saw it and I joined the group and everything, and I have a kit that I can work on. And I was getting excited, and then I managed to stop and go, no, Paige, this is how you get into trouble. You will sit down and you will work on your WIPs and you will work towards your goals. So yes, I've managed to not. I managed to not. But of course, there's a bet coming there. But I will be joining an event next month. But that is a goal that I failed to mention in my last check-in. But it is a preset goal that I just really want to. It's to do it is kind of a diamond painting bucket list thing for some reason. That is to participate in the Chuck-along. I am originally and still, I suppose, I'm a landscape girl. I really love landscapes. It's what I started diamond painting. I did this and then I transitioned to some landscape paintings. I love nature and I love landscapes. So when I discovered Diamond Art Club, I gravitated towards Kitsune. And because I love landscapes so much, I really wanted to join that event. And I wasn't able to make it happen last year. But this year I'm going to do it no matter what. And I don't mind if I'm not able to finish that canvas, because it is of course massive as they tend to be. But the whole point for me is just to participate. Excuse me. To participate and support Mindy and Maritza. And if you are familiar, they are the hosts of the event, so I'll link them down below. And yeah, no, I really wanted to participate this year, and so I'm just gonna make it happen and make it work. So you'll see more about that later as well. But that and Summer of the Masters, I think, is the only events that I permit myself right now. And Summer with the Masters, if it's going to happen, and it all depends if Katie is going to host it again. But if it's going to happen, I do have my WIP from last year. My Summer with the Masters WIP from last year that I can pick back up, so I don't have to do a new start for it. So I'm going to do that one, and other than that, I will have to see if any of my WIPs happen to qualify. But yes, that's basically the status. I am doing some mental exercising, trying to rein in that low impulse control of mine. It is harder than it sounds, but I know that at least some of you can relate. And oh, of course, I forgot to mention. How could I forget? I just mentioned Maritza. Maritza at Kiss by Krafts. She has a Year of the WIP event going. It's a year-long event, and it is for people like me that struggle and are a bit challenged when it comes to having a lot of WIPs. So I feel like it was basically meant to be. So it's nice that there's a lot of us that struggle with this, and if you don't struggle with this, I'm sure it seems a bit silly, but it often is like that. If you find something easy, it can be a bit like weird when other people don't find that thing easy, but such is life sometimes. But yeah, I'm participating in that, and that is actually the main reason why I picked this back up, because she does monthly challenges. So each month a new challenge. And the challenge for February was to pick up your oldest WIP, which is this one for me, and your newest WIP going into February. So my oldest WIP is this one. I did mention that when I re-unboxed this. And my newest WIP, that was a WIP when I went into February, is Toadstool Cottage. And then, of course, I started a new Spangler kit in February because I wanted to celebrate love. And that one I'm halfway done with. So, as you can hear, I easily get into messes when it comes to WIPs. But it's okay. This is all a journey, and I'm learning as I go. Learning what my preferences are, learning kind of how I operate, so it's all good. And I am very excited for March. I'm very excited to start my Czech Pinson canvas. It's Spring Meadows, I think it's called. The purple one. Yeah, so I don't have a goal of actually finishing it. I want to participate, as I said. If I do finish it during those 2 months, that would be fantastic. But if I don't finish the canvas over those 2 months, I will continue to work on it until it is finished. I have ordered a lot of ABs and drills from DP with Sparklers to enhance that canvas. So that will be exciting once those arrive. Just, mentioning oh my god, English please. I'm just mentioning that because I'm so excited, and I will do an unboxing once I get that order, because ordering from DP with Sparklers is kind of a treat, as it tends to be when I order from the States, just because I'm in Norway and things get kind of expensive because of import, but that's the way it is. But yes, oh, I'm so excited. Oh, and I'm so happy to be back and talking to you, and yeah, working towards goals, and yeah, it's good times. Very, very happy to share that journey with you, and yeah, I hope you'll tag along and see how things go. I actually think I will be able to do it if I just learn from my past experiences and keep fine-tuning my thinking and my strategies. I think I'll be able to finish 5 WIPs. 5 of my old WIPs. Because I am allowing myself new starts, but I'm becoming more and more strict, and I will most likely become more and more strict as the year progresses. I can envision that I'm allowing myself a little bit now at the start of the year, and then I'll probably crack down on the WIPs. I think. Maybe. We'll see. Feel free to poke me in a couple of months' time if things didn't go quite like that. It is all in good spirit and all in good fun, so. There is one kit that I have in my stash that I am really excited to start. There's several of them, of course, but one of them that I'm particularly curious about is my Floral Kitsune kit that I unboxed recently on my channel. It's the one with the fox that had a crease in the canvas, unfortunately. But I think I'll still be able to work it up, and I'm so curious about how it's going to turn out. So lots of fun stuff coming up, and yeah, once that's like a carrot for me, or like a reward, getting to start that in a few weeks' time, maybe, if I've been good. It all depends on work and such, so it might have to wait until June at the latest, but if I manage to finish a couple of my old WIPs, I am definitely going to allow myself to start that one. Yeah. So stay tuned, basically. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm of course going to leave the link for you if you're curious. It is a wonderful canvas. It's from the one with the diamond art. They are a fairly new company, so yeah, I'll leave links, and you can check it out if you are curious. Really stunning artwork. I'm so excited about it. So, but yeah, enough of that. As you can tell from my blabbering, I am excited and in good spirit and looking forward to things to come. And I think that's a nice place to wrap it up, don't you think? Excited for the future. I'm just gonna place these last 2 drills of this color. We are making progress. Let me know if you think I can do it. Finish this kit. There isn't a lot left, but it is a bit. It does take me a while to work on. But regardless if this will be finished by the end of the month or at the start of next month, thank you so much for hanging out with me for this little while. As I said, it's good to be back, and I hope I will get to do a few more of these chatty videos if you are interested. I can't promise anything of how often, but that, of course, let me know if you do, how often you would like to see them. I am genuinely very curious about the preferences of you all out there. So, but enough of that. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you did enjoy this video, and if you enjoyed this time, please, if you would be so kind to leave a thumbs up on your way out, that really helps my videos get out there. And if you want to see more chatty videos, or if you want to see what will happen with my whole WIP situation, if I manage to actually get it in check, or if I will crash and burn and sit there under a pile of 20+ WIPs, I don't know. Consider subscribing and hitting the bell, because the algorithm will most likely eat my videos, because I'm a very small channel. But regardless, thank you so much for watching again, and until next time, I wish you well and happy crafting. Bye bye!